Good morning all. I'm here a little bit earlier. I couldn't contain myself. It's so boring, isn't it? No, I've been up since about 6 o'clock. I thought, I gotta wait now 3 hours until I start the morning chat. I thought, there's only a quarter of an hour left. I might as well get on there. So how are we all? Are you all bearing up? Have you all done your gardens and washed your car and painted and there's so much we can do and so much time we've got to do it. If you don't do it, see if you're married, her indoors will start, so you might as well do it at your free will. If you've got a garden shed, you can go in there and you can make a tape recording of noises like sawing and things, and you can just go in and put the tape recorder on, or DVD player or CD. Okay, got to sound like you're active, right? So put the DVD on or the CD and you're okay. I'm sure you can buy sounds off the internet or get them for free. People sawing and drilling and banging and cutting, so that when she puts her head out the door, it sounds like you're doing something, when you can be taking a bit of a nap. Kyle Phillips is in the house. Nice to see you, Kyle. I hope you're keeping well and keeping busy, doing the household chores. You know what it's like. I'm not married and I live by myself, which is a blessing. You know, I've tried living with ladies and the nagging, I can't stand the nagging. So I'm happily single and I'm happily living alone. Self-isolating. Great. So anyway, have you heard about the Royal Mint? It's Lantricent. They've been making face visors for the health workers. They've just started a production run. I think the first delivery's gone out today, and apparently they've made thousands, which is great news. So they can go from making coinage and pounds and shillings and pence and fivers and all that, and then they can switch over and get their engineers doing other things like making visors. That's the thing, see, the engineering people in Great Britain, there's a lot of people who are retired and they'd be willing to make ventilators. They could do it. All they need is the supplies. There should be one standard ventilator kit that needs to be built, and here's a list of supplies, and you send it out as a kit. You know, you send 10 of them out to an engineer, because a lot of these engineers, they've got lathes and milling machines and all that in their back gardens, in the sheds. I know quite a few of them who've got all this kit and they make little toy trains and all that. But because they've been engineers for so long, they know how to make other stuff. You give them some plans and they'd be away, they'd be building it. Because like places in like Italy and America have bought testing kits from other parts of the world, and they've been 30% accurate. They've sent them back and got supplies from other places. They bought them from China. Don't like to put the Chinese people down, but they must be rushing stuff out so quick, these kits. They're 30% accurate, which is no good. So the Royal Mint are doing excellent. It's interesting. Also Easter eggs. What do you think about this now? Are Easter eggs essential? I think they are, because the kids are looking forward to them every year. You know, buying 1 or 2 eggs. Nothing to do with Christianity really, is it? It's more to do with something of affection, that you love your children and you buy them an egg, or you give them some money or whatever you've got in place for that time of the year. But now local authorities and police are saying, oh, eggs, they're not essential. You don't need to go buying for eggs. Well, what about chocolate then? Is that essential? Some people, I mean, I love chocolate. Lint, right? This one hasn't got so much cocoa solids. I think it's 47% in this one, which is not high, because some dark chocolate is too bitter, isn't it? You know, if you eat it, it's just too bitter. This one's got 47% and a touch of sea salt, which is nice. I quite enjoy that. So I'll have that tonight with a cup of coffee after the quiz. That's going to put years on me. What else? Architectural plants. All garden centres have been shut down, haven't they? I don't know why, because it's the same as B&M. B&M are open and they're selling plants. So why can't garden centres? As long as you keep the distance, you know, I should think it'd be okay. So look. Aha, Dom, how are you? I'll be sending your knocker off this morning. Okay, so you'll be receiving that in the next couple of days. I can't tell you when, because the deliveries aren't what they used to be. People are getting snowed under and people are going on the sick and whatever, you know. So that'll be on the way to you today. So yes, architectural plants are to be binned, which is silly. I mean, if I was a manager of an architectural plant company, I would sell them all wholesale to B&M for any amount of money, innit? Just get rid of them rather than put them in the bin, because they've taken all that time to grow and now they're going to chuck them in the bin. So give them all to B&M or sell them to B&M rock bottom price just to get rid of them, or any other DIY shop. I don't know if B&Q is open. It's non-essential, that's the thing, isn't it? Are plants non-essential? I don't know. Some people like plants and like to have them in the front garden. They look nice, don't they? They cheer you up. So it's a form of therapy, plants, I think. So I would say it is, you could argue, it is essential. So it depends what you think. A lot of therapists are working on video on Facebook and all these other different platforms, LinkedIn, and they're working from home and they're doing a video one-to-one chat via Skype or something similar to what I got here, or Zoom is another one. Zoom is pretty good because you can talk to about 100 people at one time and it doesn't cost you a penny. So Zoom is really good. Yeah, that's the thing. People do gather, don't they? But they gather in B&Ms. B&Ms are the same. It's one rule for the B&M, one rule for garden centres. I can't see how they can let B&M stay open, because they got a gardening section. So I don't know. I would have argued a bit with them. I mean, you've got to make sure that people are segregated, that's all. If you go up the local co-op, there's like lines in it, you know, 2 meters away. Yeah, eat and drink and make lots of pizza, Dom. I'll be making pizza soon. Dom has given us a recipe, which if you look at last night's video on the chat quiz show, there's a recipe there from Dom, who works in a pizzeria. He got his own business. At the moment it's shut down because of the way it is, the way the COVID is going. But when it opens up again, we're going to go up to Abergavenny and try his pizza out, because I love pizza. And there's nothing, you know, you can go to Aldi and all them and buy pizza, but it's not the same. You know, pizza from Aldi and Lidl, it's just bland. You know, you've got to have a lot of garlic on it, something to lift it. I've tried making my own pizza, but it's like really hard going. Yes, I might get the horse's head, isn't it? I won't be coming up to Abergavenny, don't worry. You're safe. Right? So where are you from then, Dom? Are you from Sicily or what part of Italy? Are you from the main part, Rome, or? A lot of Italians take making pizza seriously, you know, because they've done it so often for so long. They use semolina as well, don't they? Oh, where's that? The north end, is it? I don't know that one. I don't know that part of Italy. Let's hope we all get through this nasty disease and we can all visit different parts of Italy again. I'm sure within 6 months all of this will be gone, you know, and we'll just be thankful. So, you know, therapists are working from home. Oh, Barry, I know. Okay. So, I'm not washing the car again. I've washed it 5 times now in a row. It's immaculate, the car is. Even when the dust falls. I got so much wax on there, the dust just falls off now. I got the key. And it's just absolutely immaculate out there. So, but I am going to do the inside now. I'm going to hoover the inside today. And clean it all out. And polish, when you open the doors, that bit of steel and there. I'm going to polish that. I'm going to make it all nice and tidy for when we're allowed to go out again. I've got to do shopping tomorrow for my daughter and her mother because they're locked in a house. I told them we can't go out. They can go down the garden, you know, with the dog and the cat. I got a Jack Russell up there and a cat. And the cat just about puts up with the dog because Jack Russell, they're full of energy and they want to play all the time. Well, the cat don't, do they? Cat just wants to laze around. So if the dog goes up to the cat, dog has a whack. So, but the dog wants to play all the time. It's only about 4 years old and he loves playing, but the cat doesn't. Cat just wants to lay in a box, find a box somewhere, lay in a box. It's funny how they like boxes, isn't it? You know, shoebox. Oh, lay in a shoebox. Cats love shoeboxes. They find any box, cat straight in there, curled around, and they feel protected until my Jack Russell dog finds where they are, and then will not stop. The Jack Russell breed, they just love. I don't know. They just poking with their nose all the time or scraping. I did have a horse as well. A Clydesdale Cross Shire, massive horse, right? George, his name was. He was absolutely huge. And he'd be down the bottom of the field and I'd go up, climb over the gate. I'd have some carrots, I'd have some swede, some food like that. I'd shake the bucket and his ears would go up. He'd look and he'd gallop straight towards me. The first time I'd done it, I thought he's going to run over the top of me now. And I jumped back over the fence, you know, double quick. But then the second or third time then, they stop within like a foot. Just in time, before they hit you over. And he was great, George was. I think he died last year. Old age, you know. Once they lay down, they can't get back up, that's it. Lights out. So, but he was great, like a baby. When you get to know him, you know. It's just like having a little dog. You can't take him out for a walk though. You can jump on him, have a ride. But he was great. Massive horse. Shire, you know how big they are. Huge. But a lovely, gentle attitude. So anyway, it's time for me to go now. I thought I'd have a little chat in the morning. But I've got some parcels to send out for the winners. I had a couple of winners last night from last night's quiz. So I've got to send their parcels out, the little prizes. And I'll see you tonight at 9 for the quiz. And have a pleasant day. Enjoy yourself in the garden. And try and find something else that you haven't done. I know it's hard. But, carry on and bless you all.